Hey guys, it's X, and welcome to another video. This is actually my second video on Machinima. My first one was a Half-Life 2 video, and this time I'm bringing you something a little bit different. This is a video game called Minecraft, and it has been gaining some popularity very quickly, kind of like a snowball effect, because it's fairly addicting. Now, if you're looking at this as I'm looking at it, and you're seeing the blocky structure, and you're seeing these textures, and you're thinking to yourself, this game has very crappy graphics. How could it possibly be an addicting game? This is not worth my time. Then please, please, please let me strongly suggest that you watch another video here on Machinima because this one's probably not worth your time. It's probably not for you. So, having said that, everyone else, please watch on. Now, this is a game called Minecraft. That is a sheep, and this world is totally randomly generated. No one is going to get the same, no two people are going to get the same world when they play this game. The world is filled with raw resources, and your goal is to survive in this world, simply to survive. If we'll look up, we can see the sun there, and it's almost high noon in the world. And what's going to happen is once the sun goes down over there in the west, or is the other way, the west? Yeah, that's the west. Once the sun goes down in the west, night is going to descend, and that's when all kinds of evil things come out. You've got skeletons, zombies, large jumping spiders, and I mean big. These guys are huge. All kinds of very nasties and creepy crawlies that all want your blood are going to spawn. And so your goal in the first day in Minecraft is to make sure you have a shelter so that you can survive. And I need to get some lumber, and there's some trees, so let's go get some of that. That's your first step. Your first step is to find some lumber so that you can survive. Also, you're going to get a few frame rate issues when you first start playing because the world is randomly generating all around you. Alright, so to collect some lumber, you just come up to it and you left click it, and you hold your left click button to begin harvesting the lumber. So you're just using your bare hand right now to break down this tree. And you're going to want to collect anywhere between 11 and 15 of these. 11's a pretty good number. I'm probably going to stick with that. But if you want to make sure that you survive, pick up some more. So I'm just going to go ahead and tear these down. Need some more. Yeah, definitely need some more than this. And you're most likely going to start with trees in your starting area. If not, you just got to walk around for a while until you find some. You're not always going to be lucky enough to start near the resources that you need. There's two resources that you need to start off. The first one is wood, which I have here, and the second one is coal. Wood will help you build tools and things like that that you need to build a safe structure, and coal is going to help you light your area because monsters will spawn anywhere that it's dark, be that outside at night or in caves, and if you provide light near your area, it prevents monsters from spawning. And I'm lucky enough to have started near some mountainous regions where there it is, where coal usually spawns. Just from my time playing this game, I recognize areas that look like they might have coal. I'm not always right, but yes, we did find some coal here. Alright, so I found some coal, and coal, wherever you first find coal, pretty much determines where you're going to start your first base. And I cannot harvest coal and stone the way that I was harvesting raw lumber. If you'll notice here, I am breaking the stone with this wooden block, but when it actually finally breaks down, it doesn't drop anything that I can use. So, what are we going to do about that? Well, we're going to need to create a pick, a wooden pick, and this is a tree sapling you can use to plant trees later. Let me show you how the crafting works. We're going to drop this wood into this crafting square, and it's going to create 4 wooden planks. Every one wooden trunk creates 4 wooden planks. So if you just continue to left click, you can keep dragging more down, or you can left click continuously and generate large stacks at a time. So we've got these these 44 wooden planks, which is much more useful than just 11 wooden trunks. And I'm going to drop 1 in each of these squares right here to create a stick. And you drop 1 at a time by right clicking. See that, just like that. Alright, so we're going to create a stick here, and I'm going to take that down here. And you'll notice just earlier, whenever I dropped 1 in each of the squares, it creates a workbench. So I'm going to take the workbench, and I'm going to set the workbench down right here. You can set it anywhere you like. And when you right-click the workbench, you get a larger crafting square. I'm going to take these sticks that I made, and I'm going to kind of use them as handles. See, you kind of have to draw the item that you're looking to make. Notice how I can't make sticks by doing something like this. See, that's 2 wooden planks. You need 2 wooden planks to make a stick, but I can't make a stick by doing that. And I can't make a stick by just dropping 2 in there. You have to kind of draw the item that you're looking to make. So I'm going to take 2 of these sticks, and I'm going to create a handle. And up at the top, we're going to create a wooden pickaxe. Alright, so now I have a tool, which I've dropped into my hotbar, we can use to harvest this coal. So I'm just going to go ahead and break this coal down. And like I said, coal pretty much determines where your first home is going to be, your first base. Because while you're harvesting your coal, you also want to create a hole in the wall that you can use as a shelter. And I'll show you more about that in a second. First, I'm going to break down this coal, collect it, and then I want to go out here and check to see what time it is. Alright, I can't even see the sun. Oh, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So the sun is pretty close to the western horizon, so I need to hurry up and get this shelter built. But before I do that, I want to show you a little bit more about crafting. I'm going to break down these stone blocks, not coal, just stone. And notice how now that I'm using a pick, they're actually dropping cobblestone that I can use. So I'm going to break these down with my wooden pick, and take a look at my wooden pick down there in the lower left. You'll see that it has like a yellow bar or an orange bar, and every time I use it, that bar is decreasing, just slightly. So, wooden tools break down very quickly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to right click my crafting square, and again I'm going to create a handle using 2 sticks. And now I'm going to take 3 of these stone blocks and create a stone head for a pickaxe. Now I've got a better pickaxe. It breaks through stone and coal faster, and it lasts longer than a wooden pickaxe will. There we go. We'll just take more of this coal, and I'm creating an area where I can actually survive before night falls. Because once night falls, enemies will be able to come from anywhere, and if they find you, they will try and kill you without fail. Alright, so we've broken down a fairly small area where we can survive once night hits, but there are other tools that we're going to need. If not now, then at least down the line. So I'm going to right click on this crafting bench again, and again I'm going to take these sticks and create a handle. And now I'm going to take these stone blocks, and I'm going to create an axe. Axes can be used to break down wooden things a lot faster, like trees. If you're harvesting lumber, you can harvest trees a lot faster with an axe than you can with just your bare hand or any other tool. Also, we'll drop 2 more of these in here, and at the top we're going to drop a single stone block, and we'll create a shovel. Shovels are extremely useful for collecting sand, gravel, and dirt. You'll see here they absolutely tear through dirt, and actually it's getting dark, so it's not a good idea for me to be doing this right now. Let's go ahead and finish up our home. I'll just take my steel pickaxe again. I'm sorry, it's not steel. This is my stone pickaxe again. And I'll create another little area. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a little safe haven that goes this way in the wall. But you can see it's getting dark and I'm having trouble seeing. So I'm going to open up my crafting square, my inventory, and I'm going to create more sticks because I'm out. So there's 4 sticks. Actually, let's create more than that. I'll drop 4 planks here and 4 planks here, and continually click until I have 16 sticks to give me a total of 20. Now, if you drop the sticks in the crafting square at the bottom of the crafting square and you put coal at the top, and you left click on the result, you end up with torches. So we'll pull those out of the crafting square, and we're going to drop these torches right here and right here to give me some light, and right here for more light. Alright, so now I've got some light, and I'm going to take my axe, because it cuts down wood more quickly than other tools do, and I'm going to break down my workbench again. And my workbench falls out, and I'm able to recollect it. Now, I'm going to take some of these stone blocks, and I'm going to create a barrier. This is how you survive your first night in the world of Minecraft. Okay, so now we've got a barrier that we can look out, but monsters can't necessarily get in. And I'm going to come back in through here and finish up my little protective area, because there are skeletons, and skeletons carry bows and arrows, and they will shoot at you through that opening. So if I come, well, a little bit of frame rate issues while the world randomly generates, but yeah, if I come back here, then that skeleton isn't able, any skeletons that see me aren't able to shoot me, and I can just wait out the night in here. And then I can drop my workbench here, provide myself with a little bit more light, and I can create extra tools while the night plays out. I'm going to take a handle and put 2 stone blocks on top of it to create a sword to protect myself. Alright, so now we can just begin to carve out more of an area to live in, or just wait out the night in relative safety. If you guys think this is something that you like, you should check out my channel, because I have a fairly long series on this game, and if it's something that you think you might want to try out, the series will probably tell you for sure whether or not you want to play the game. So, yeah, check out my channel, the link is in the description, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks a lot for watching.